Oh my gosh. I tell you, oh my goodness. Hey, family. It is so nice to see all of you. I swear, looking at you without these masks, you look so beautiful. So beautiful. My goodness. I'm sorry I was late coming up to I don't know what this thing is called, the dais. I'm sorry, John. Today was a day, I think people don't have the mask on. We get a little bit more frisky. That's what it is. And so normally I shake everybody, and everybody wanted to hug. And then it was like, oh, you want a hug too? Oh, okay, you want one too? Nah, never mind. I'll never turn down a good hug.
I'm gonna have to get them to remix.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm gonna have to get them to remix your entry song to give you a little more time, because you starting to run, and then you sit in the shit, you're like, ooh, good morning, family. Ooh.
And look, and I work out 4 times a week. This is how you know, and thank you for that. But this is how you know your age. I know they said 50 is like the new 40, but my body's going, bitch, you 50. I keep telling you this. Listen to me, because I went to the gym this morning and I'm still breathing hard. My recovery it take a long time. So that's I'm out of breath. And then Willie Sinclair III from the Sinclairs of Milwaukee, he put me in this jumpsuit. Y'all, I gotta give a shout out. Willie, this joker right here. Woo! Oh God. It's a whole vibe going on with it. Man, today, every day somebody comes on, I get excited. And then today I'm really excited because I got a great show for you today, because the cast of Harlem is here. Look at this! That is... Oh my gosh. Look at that. There go Grace Byers, Shaniqua Shonday. Look at Megan Good. Look at Jerry Jewell. Oh my gosh. And it is like, this show is just such sisterhood. And I played Shaniqua's mama in the show, if you saw. And everybody, you know, it's so funny because everybody always complains, even in my family. They go, why you so loud? All the time. Why are you so loud? And for once, being loud paid off, because oh my gosh. So this group of women, I'm so looking forward to sitting down and talking to these ladies. And the queen is here. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney is in my lap right now. Oh man. When I first came up in stand-up comedy, John, I saw Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. She had her shoes off and she was spitting comedy, and you just didn't play with Phyllis Yvonne. And I sat there looking at her on stage being so fearless, and I was just like, wow. And the fact that she is here today, I cannot tell you how excited I am.
Sherri, there's this clip, you know, all these vintage clips repopulate on social media, and there's a clip of her in the audience. She was a guest on Donahue, and they were standing in the audience, and she was reading somebody and getting them together with that knowledge. She was a comic, but she was also an intellect.
Yes.
One of the smartest women in entertainment, for sure.
Absolutely, that's what separated her. Like Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, she don't do yuck jokes. She does comedy, and it's very intellectual, and it makes you think, and it's very, I mean, you know, and it's just, she's about the community. So you will see Phyllis Yvonne in Harlem just spitting knowledge. So yes, give her a hand again. And before I start, we got somebody special in the audience. I always come out and say hi before we go live. And I saw this face that I love so much. Now, if you saw the musical Broadway, The Temptations on Broadway, you would have seen this gentleman. He played on Broadway. He played Melvin Franklin on Broadway. Jawan Jackson, give Jawan. It's so funny because Melvin liked him so much that...
Otis.
Oh, excuse me, I said Melvin. Otis liked him so much that he asked Jawan to go on tour with The Temptations. So he is on tour. Thank you. So, Jawan, how is it playing being in the Temptations?
It's amazing.
Oh, wow!
Best time ever. Yeah.
Okay, I know you as you are like an amazing actor, but do you really talk like that?
Only when I wake up in the morning.
And I know you are completely committed and you have a child. You just had a child like a year ago. But yes, he did. But can I just say one thing? Can you just say, I love you, Sherri, in that voice?
I love you, Sherri.
Oh, God! Let me tell you. Oh, my God.
I wish you could have heard how Norman just squealed in my ear.
Norman squealed in
He
your
just
ear?
squealed in my ear, Sherri.
Yeah, that's a voice right there. One more thing, can you say, go make me some eggs and bacon?
Go make me some eggs and bacon. Baby.
Yes. Yes. That's all I needed from you, Jawan. If you go see The Temptations, you will see Jawan, and he's absolutely amazing. Thank you for being here,
I love
Jawan.
you so much.
So, y'all, it is a very special day, and I want to say happy birthday to Carol Denise Nash, a.k.a. my best friend, Niecy Nash. Oh, my gosh. This girl is so freaking fly. I love her. So, Niecy, it's her birthday today. It's her birthday, and she loves Gucci. And for her birthday, her husband, Jessica, shut down the Gucci store just for her. When I tell you, who can shut down a Gucci store? First of all, they're still in the middle of making sales, but she got the Gucci store shut down. And I think this is absolutely amazing. I was talking to Niecy, and she was crying because of the blessings that have been bestowed on her, because she's an Emmy winner, an NAACP Image Award winner, a Critics' Choice Award winner, a Golden Globe nominee. And this is what I'm telling you about my friend. She called me this morning and she said, are you doing the show today? And I said, yeah, of course, Niecy. She said, good, because you have time to shout out my birthday. And Jessica sent out invitations to people to come go to the Gucci store shopping and celebrate Niecy, and I was not able to go. And Niecy said, I noticed that you are SVP, that you were not coming to the party, but it also said at the bottom that you could still make a donation to my birthday. Which I didn't do, and she gets upset with me because I procrastinate when I have to get a gift for Niecy, because she gets everything, and I never know what to get her. So I get her things like an air fryer. Like, I got her an air fryer. I bought her an ironing board and an iron. So she said, Sherri, as much as we've been through, can you get me something more expensive? So I'm sitting here, what do you get a woman who has everything? So I want to ask my audience if y'all could go to Sherri Show TV on Instagram and let me know, what gift should I get Niecy? Now, I'm not, first of all, please don't be saying a car. Please don't be, like, understand, I'm a single mom. I just got this job. So this ain't a regular. You normally take 30 to 60 days to get your first paycheck, which if you do the calculations, I got 1 check and a half, okay? So keep that in mind when you're going, what should Sherri get Niecy for her birthday? And put it on, and I'll look at your comments, and if something hit my fancy, I think I will do it for Niecy. Happy birthday, my best friend. I love you. So now it's time. It is time for flooding the feeds. Now, yes, it is. Now, earlier this week, we talked about Judge Mathis and how his show was ending. But you know what? It turns out it's not going anywhere. No. No, it's not. No, Marco, you'll get to see Judge Mathis because he is teaming up with media mogul Byron Allen for another show it's going to be called Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. So this is going to be Byron Allen's 7th court show on the air. Because Byron Allen, if you don't know, he's already got shows with Judge Christina Perez, Judge Maybelline, Judge Karen, Judge Hatchett, Judge Lauren Lake, and Judge Ebony K. Williams. And that is going to premiere this fall. I feel like John Byron Allen is trying to have a monopoly over the justice system, is what I feel. Oh, he's there going to court. I mean, what's next? Byron Allen presents the Supreme Court? So congratulations, Byron and Judge Mathis. I'm glad you're not going anywhere. And now this I like. Gisele Bündchen's post-divorce body is breaking the internet, okay? Gisele posted this picture in Rio looking better than ever. And she was even, I saw her in Rio and she was dancing her heart out in Rio. I mean, now, do y'all think, now clap if you think she's trying to show Tom what he is missing. I am so with you. The answer is a yes, yes, yes. This is what you call a revenge body, okay? This woman, let me tell you who is not going back to Tom Brady. It starts with a G and it ends with a doggone B. Gisele Goodbody Bündchen is not going back to Tom. Tom Brady, this is what you get for going back to the NFL when you're supposed to have quit. Look. Shit, and here, y'all remember when Tom announced on Instagram that he was retiring? Look how sad Tom looked. Look at doggone Gisele Bündchen. Gisele Bündchen is dancing. Her dancing is saying, I am single and I am ready to mingle. Gisele, look, she's showing her booty. Look at that. Gisele. The whole time she danced, she like, Tom, you ain't getting none of this. You ain't getting none of this. I'm telling you, look, Gisele Bündchen is going, anybody can apply except the NFL. Nobody from the NFL. She is living her best life in Rio. She got Gisele, what is it? Gisele got her groove back. That's what it is. Now, y'all, now what's so funny is meanwhile, Tom is sitting on the bed in his underwear. Look, when you sitting, look at, just sitting. You see what happens, Tom, when you lose your wife? Now, if you had been with Gisele, she'd have had you all dressed up. I don't know what the heck that's what the turtle do with their legs. So, you know, gone, Gisele, live your best life in time. You gonna be there. You gonna be there. So, another one from feeding the floods, flooding the feeds. Harry Styles tried an Australian tradition the other night. So during his concert, he took off one of his Adidas sneakers, he poured liquid into it, and he drank it out of his shoe. Okay, now, this, I know, and I'm going, the person who does this, they're supposed to walk around with one shoe on for the rest of the night in the wet shoe. And other celebrities who have tried this while visiting Australia is Gerard Butler, Machine Gun Kelly. They've tried this. But you know who didn't try it, who I don't see? Idris Elba ain't doing nothing like this. And a lot of people, because, you know, a lot of people still upset with me because I said there's something about Harry Styles, he's sexy to me. It's just something about him that I like. I know, well, I know everybody's saying, well, if he's drinking out the shoe, does that make me think he's less sexy? It does not. He's still sexy to me. Yeah, that's that watermelon sugar right there. You absolutely right. But I don't think it's watermelon sugar coming out your old nasty, funky shoe, Harry Styles. That's unsanitary. You gotta stop that. That's nasty. So, and that's it for flooding the feeds. So, we're gonna keep going. Now, about a week ago, Black History Month, I recognized a wonderful woman, Jane Kennedy, who made Black history. She was the first Black woman announcer on a nationally televised sports program in 1978. Now, Jane Kennedy is a former pageant queen. She broke through the male-dominated field. Remember when she was a co-anchor of NFL Today? And Jane Kennedy made it possible for women like Pam Oliver, Carrie Champion, Maria Taylor, and even Robin Roberts to be able to break through as female broadcasters in sports. Despite Jane Kennedy being this trailblazer and knocking down barriers for women of color on TV, Jane wants to write a memoir, and she's finding a really hard time getting a book deal to write her memoir. And I say this to the book publishing business. Somebody needs to do a deal with Jane Kennedy on her memoir. This woman, because if you remember Jane Kennedy, she was like our first Black sex symbol, you know, or one of the first Black sex symbols, because you didn't see very many Black women on TV and in such a major way. She's got a story that needs to be told. And I'm saying, whoever signs Jane Kennedy to a book deal for her memoir, she has an open door at Sherri to come sit on my couch and talk about her story. Because I want to hear it. You talking about somebody with the ups and downs, and I mean, you all may have noticed we have a lot of authors on my show because we have been told once they leave that my show sells books. So somebody give Jane a book deal and she'll sell those books. That's it. Y'all don't go anywhere because up next we're chatting with the stars of Harlem. Take 4 ambitious best friends in their 30s, throw them into an iconic city, show them balancing love, life, and their careers? Well, the answer is one of the hottest shows on television. Please welcome the cast of Harlem, Megan Good, Grace Byers, Jerry Johnson, and Shaniqua Shonday. You gotta run! Before I start with Harlem, I just got the elephant in the room. You got a baby in there, girl. Great.
I do.
Congratulations on the motherhood.
Thank you.
So tell me, are you excited to be a mama?
I'm very excited to be a mama. I am. And I think what's so crazy is that I was pregnant shooting the last couple of weeks of the show.
Wow.
And didn't know.
Wow.
And so I didn't know until we wrapped.
That you were pregnant?
That I was pregnant.
Oh my gosh. I have to say, this makes me so excited because I'm such a fan of Empire. And when you and Trey got married, this is my whole love life lived vicariously through you. So I'm so excited about this baby.
Thank
oh
you.
my goodness,
Thank
congrats.
you so much, thank you.
And Megan, I have to say congratulations to you, girl. Now, this one right here.
Y'all gonna make me cry.
You can name everything that Megan has been in, and just following you and you know going through your dreams and your journey. And what surprises me, this girl just bought her first house. This is what's you just bought your first house.
Yes.
You didn't have a house. I mean, it was your first house.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I haven't felt like I've had a home since I was 15 and I moved out of my childhood house.
Yeah.
So for me, I knew exactly what I wanted, mid-century modern. I knew that I wanted something that just felt like a home and a place where I can just hide out and just feel safe and get into a regimen. So I can't wait to be there for at least a month because I ain't been there for a full month yet.
Okay.
But I just looking forward to just,
Did your house have a backyard? Did you get to throw the parties at? Because I'm there,
It
we
has
there.
such a nice backyard. It has such a beautiful view, too. I'm very happy.
Oh, we're going to be there with the drinks. I'm bringing the wine. Jerry, and I'm so excited to meet you because I have never met you before. And
Yes.
you are just everything that I imagine you and more to be. But this is your first big show, and it's a hit.
Yes.
Tell me, how you feel?
Yes. I feel incredible. I also feel like this is what I manifested, right? It was like I got out of grad school and I was like, I'm gonna be a series regular in 6 months.
Wow.
And everybody was like, no, girl, that's impossible. You can't do that. You need 10 years. People need to get to know you. And I'm like, okay. And I just walked by faith and I was like, okay. By the 4-month mark, I'm like, you really need to get specific about how you want to feel and the energy of having people around you and how you want to be inspired. And I got what I asked for. And I was the first one to sign the contract 6 days before my 6-month anniversary of me graduating from grad school.
All right, Lord.
Okay.
I'm gonna be third row, Beyonce middle, seat forward.
At every concert.
At every concert. Girl, I love it. Now, Shaniqua, this is my love right here. All right. I played your mama on the show. You were my daughter. Can I just ask you, was it okay working with me?
Honey, it was a highlight working with you. I said working for you. I was so excited to work with you. You're a comedic genius. I've been watching your stuff since forever. And I was really, really nervous. But you are one of the most generous people on and off camera.
Oh my gosh, you were so good.
Literally, she's like giving so much to the directors. It's like, I'm sure they got like hours of improv.
Oh my gosh.
Just of us going, because I'm like, okay, if Sherri going, I'm going too. But then not only that, you were so kind to me off camera as well, and just offered me advice about like this career and how to maintain it and also be yourself in it for so long. So I thank you.
And you are. I mean, when I met Shaniqua, I was just like, I'm just excited to see what's in store for you, because that's how much you brought to this character on Harlem. So I can't wait to see what else you're going to bring to this business. I was blown away. Now, Megan, you know what's such a true girl? You have been in this business almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years, but you feel like, look at this.
Oh,
Look at Megan right here. You feel like this time now, you feel like you're really just getting started.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's so weird because, you know, I started so young, and it's been such a journey and such a, like, kind of healthy, like, consistent crawl, you know?
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm just getting into, like, this next act of life and, like, all the different things that are coming out of me. And I haven't played a character like Camille before, and she's a lot closer to how awkward I really am in real life.
You awkward.
No, but
I'd have been on a red carpet with you. She puts on that sexy thing, and I'm like, you know what?
But I'm a nerd. So you get it all. But yeah, it's been amazing.
Oh, so you feel like Camille just really represents, or is a big part of who you are. You can really bring.
Yeah, there's just a lot more authenticity in this character for me than a lot of other characters I've played, you know? Like, I can be a lot of things, but this for me is like the private Megan that, like, they all get to see when we're at home or in our pajamas and hanging out.
Yeah.
So.
Every character, y'all all with your storylines and grace. Let me tell you something. The LGBTQ plus community is loving Quinn. Oh my gosh, your character Quinn. With your pride outfit on, like, to get so much love, how is this feeling?
You know, I feel like that's what artistry is. I feel like as artists, our job is to do a lot of things, but one of the main things is to depict life as it is, right? And so I feel like if there's anything we can do in our storylines, in the characters that we play, that can make someone feel seen, make someone feel empowered, that can really bring an amplification to your voice.
Yes.
I think that that's rewarding in artistry. So
Absolutely. Now, one thing, if y'all watch Harlem, you know there's a lot of sex going on in Harlem. It's a lot. That's my show. That is my show to feel good. Yeah. It is a lot of sex. And Jerry, you are not shy about showing the sex appeal on the show.
No.
Tell me.
No.
Ooh, this one right here.
Look at the material. Look at the material.
You better.
You know, I just feel, and Fenty needs to hire me. Okay,
That's
I'm tired of waiting
come
on
on,
y'all.
Riri.
Y'all are not, come on. But I just feel like, you know, it's important for me to embrace my body in all different forms. I feel like your body changes so much throughout the month, but even throughout the day, you know what I mean? And if I'm not loving up on my body all the time, I'm giving other people's permission to have their opinion matter more than my own.
Okay, wait a minute. Will that fit all on the t-shirt? What you just said? If I could put all of that on the t-shirt, I love it. Okay, Riri Fenty Savage, y'all gotta call Jerry. You gotta call this one right here.
Because the price going up.
Now, it's so funny because, Shaniqua, your character on the show is just very out there, and you're very in your sexuality. You feel it. But now, in person, now, Shaniqua, you're not where Jerry is?
Nah, I'm on the other side of the spectrum.
Really?
I'm like, oh yes, I'm very, very sensitive about who I allow in my space.
Okay.
Who I allow to get my time. My spirit is I just can pick up on everything, so I gotta protect me.
Yeah.
So we don't let everyone within this kingdom.
Okay.
That was a part of her.
I like
I love being able to play Angie, who does show her body, because I
Yes.
think that is needed for curvy women.
Yes.
Because we are always in turtlenecks up to here. So for Angie and for the culture, and I think what the world needs, then we're gonna show this body. But Shaniqua, this is about as much, and I'm still like, ew.
They're like, do you think this is too much? I said, girl,
It was like it's daytime TV.
You better embrace the money. I like that T-shirt. I embrace everything and on the back, but everybody not allowed into this kingdom. I like that T-shirt. I like the T-shirt. Now, you know, what I love about Harlem is the sisterhood between you four. I mean, it is really true friendship, and there's something different about each one of your characters, and I think we find ourselves in one of you. Why do you think this is so important, that sisterhood?
Because I was watching a bunch of shows. You know, when you go to the hotel, you watch whatever the TV's on.
Right.
And what I realize is that we don't see sisterhood a lot without so much internal conflict and turmoil.
Yes.
You know, somebody's being pushed out. We hate this one right now, and so, or there's a ringleader and we do whatever she says. And so not only are these women living in their independence and authenticity, we're able to love each and every one of them in their own journey. And so if you shift and pivot, it's like, I still love you. I know it's a shift, girl, but I still love you. And I feel like that's a healthy version of love that we haven't seen before, but especially not in the Black community. And Black women love on each other so hard, but we don't see that on TV.
I just want to tack onto that really quickly and say, like, even like as we get older, because when we're younger and we're in college, like we love everybody. We got all these friends, right? But as you get older, you get to know yourself a little better.
Yeah.
And so you just get clear about who you are. And it's harder to have that group of sisters, right? And so you really treasure the ones that you have around you. And I think that Harlem reflects that so well. And I just love that. It's so needed, as you said. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna finish talking to y'all. I'm gonna get y'all opinions. Now, the ladies are not going anywhere. They are sticking around. So more with the cast of Harlem next. And I was asking the ladies why you thought the sisterhood was so important in the show. Megan.
You know what's crazy is, like, even with just this show, as Jerry was saying, like, I knew what I wanted to be around. I knew what I wanted to be surrounded by. And the quality of life that I have when I go to work, when I'm like excited to see their faces, excited to work with them, excited to tell them what's going on, excited to hear what's going on in their lives, it's just invaluable. And especially what my journey has been in the last year. It's just like sisterhood, man, it is everything.
And it flows through in the show. What about you, Shaniqua?
For me, it's the safety that Black women offer to each other. This world can be so scary for Black women, and so to have someone who is able to catch you when you fall, where you can make mistakes, and exactly on and off camera, like be able to accept each other's flaws and pick each other up is very, very needed.
And this is what's needed. What we need is the finale, which is airing tomorrow. Somebody tell me, what can we expect from the finale?
Yes. I feel like the best way to say it is all of the questions that we've been asking ourselves and you guys have been asking of us, the answers are given in these last 2 episodes.
Okay.
Right? So you're gonna get that.
Anybody special maybe making any guest appearances?
There might be a little special somebody who I might be married to.
So Trey might be coming by. Trey Byers may be making. I love this.
I know, I get so giddy. He's like, you still get giddy? I'm like, all the time.
Love it.
Now, Megan, you've gotten to direct episodes. How's that feeling?
Amazing. I like literally love directing so much. See, my face lights up about directing like that, but yeah, I love it so much. And then to be able to work with the girls and like they are so supportive and so loving and so like just want to see you win, and the same thing with the crew and the producers and Amazon. It's just the best. It's the best feeling. So I look forward to directing some more Amazon.
Well, this is what I love. I did not get to do this with Shaniqua. You didn't tell me y'all do this, but y'all have a unique way of getting ready on set. What do you do? Oh, what? We got the twerk. What? What? We got the twerkers? People just twerking? Is that you, Grace? Y'all just back there twerking. What in the world? Okay, first of all, where did the twerking come from?
Probably me. I honestly, it's the way I get into my sacrum, you know, my womanhood, my ancestral place. But it's a combination, you know. It's like I love to twerk, but then it's like we also love music.
We do.
And then we have cameramen who will be playing music in between, and we're just like, okay, time to shake the sound.
See, this is what I look. Do you twerk? Because I know you.
I'm working on it. I'm good. I'm a good. I be getting down in the chair though. I tear it up.
You twerk.
I will chair this chair up.
No, she twerks. This is sisterhood right here. Such sisterhood. Oh my gosh, Shaniqua, Grace, Megan, Sherri, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying yes. And look, I'm gonna twerk. Oh, y'all, the season 2 finale. It streams Harlem Streams tomorrow on Prime Video. Up next, Phyllis Yvonne Stickney is back in the Laugh Lounge. Keep it here. Keep it here. My next guest paved the way for many up-and-coming female comedians, me being one of them. She made history as the first black female host on Showtime at the Apollo. And, yes, Essence magazine named her one of the 200 African-American women who have changed the world. Please welcome Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. Oh, my goodness, mama. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, you know, I have always admired you because you've been fearless. You have been a role model to so many. How does it feel knowing that you've paved the way for so many women?
Oh, Sherri, I am grateful more than anything. I am grateful to be remembered and to be revered or put in that space because somebody paved the way for me.
Yeah.
So to know that I made a difference in someone's life or inspired them or encouraged them, I feel very grateful.
Well, yes. And I know, you know, people see, you know, where you are, but you got a lot of doors that were slammed in your face when you first started out. Can you tell me what was your first big break?
Well, my first big break in television was The Women of Brewster Place. Right? And then actually at that time I had a show, New Attitude, and then Different World.
Different
World, right? I got to get a chance to be on Different World in that original cast. So it was really exciting for me to start as a richly melanated girl on television. And to be able to bring that Afrocentric style to network television.
That was it.
Yeah.
And you fought and you got that door open for the Afrocentric styles. But you were the first black female to host Showtime at the Apollo.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well, it was funny. It was Barry Moss and Associates was the casting, and they actually found me in Washington Square Park doing comedy in the streets.
Wow.
I had to make them stop, then stay, then pay. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's
It was a whole different movie then. Right. So, at that time, I got a chance to. I was the first one to actually win first place at the Apollo. Ooh. Before you know, it was the regular Apollo. Before the television show.
Yes.
So it was exciting because it was the first.
You know what? This is so funny to me that Dave Chappelle had to remind you that he was your opener.
Okay.
He opened for you.
Yes, I have that honor. Don't hate us because we're fabulous. Don't do it. Right, Dave Chappelle. I mean, how amazing was that? There was a comedy club, Caroline's South Shore.
Yep, right there.
Right?
Yes.
And one time we were hanging out, Dave and I, and he said, "Do you remember when I opened for you?" And I was like, "What? You opened for me?" And then I looked at him and said, "Oh, that's right, you were the little skinny guy." You were that little skinny guy, right? Back in the day.
Well, it's so funny because I know you were in How Stella Got Her Groove Back. You were also in Malcolm X. But let me tell you, this is when my mouth fell to the floor. When I saw you in What's Love Got to Do With It playing Tina Turner's sister. Okay. I was like,
I told her not to wear the white dress.
Exactly.
I told her not to wear the. That was for me a big deal because I wasn't a cameo. You know, it was a place that I got a chance to really kind of spread out and do something. I got to show a little bit more of my breadth of talent.
Yes.
And Ruth Carter allowed me to help her choose my wardrobe. But most importantly for me, Ann Worthington, who, God rest her soul, wanted me to wear different hair, and I got her to let me wear my natural hair with all of my naps and just put it up in a wonderful French twist, you know. And so it was important that I got her, all of my, you know, I got that curly, you know, that 3E hair, right? Got that 3E hair, y'all.
Okay. You know what I found funny? Because you said that you have issues with people not using their inside voices.
Please, come on, Amtrak. All you people are riding Amtraks and flying on the planes. I do not need to know about your conference. I don't care what Ted and Bob did. Could you use your inside voice? We learned that in kindergarten. Whatever, y'all forgot? Amnesia? What happened?
I don't even know what happened, but I know like you are not happy with today's fashions that you've been seeing.
People, too small is not a size. Can we agree? Can we agree that too small is not a size? And if I see you with some yoga pants off the yoga floor, I'm tackling you, okay? I'm tackling. You know, what are we doing? Get your underwear for under your clothes. I'm just saying. I don't
now, are you shocked at how far we've gone? Because it seems like we've gone from royal to ratchet.
Oh my God, that was a time. You don't have to, like, I was coming out today, I had to dress up, you know, like, cover up a few little things. It's not everybody's business, everything. No. So yeah, I just think that we need to, I want to bring class back.
Ooh, I like that.
BCB, bring a little class back. Can we put a, you know?
That's right.
Put a ratchet on hold for a minute, you know what I mean?
And you look so good. And I just have to say, I remember going to the Comedy Store and Phyllis Yvonne Stickney walked in. I almost just lost my when I saw you walk in. You floated in.
No, this one here gave me the love. And I tell people, I wanted to know for real. So I told my friend, don't tell anybody I'm coming. She was at the store. She was co-hosting at the Comedy Store in LA. And I said, don't tell anybody I'm coming because I want to know the truth. When they see me, I want to know if it's authentic, not some, they prepared for me. And when Sherri saw me, her reaction was such a loving one and so authentic that it made me grounded and be able to go ahead and, you know, be fabulous for the rest of the night.
Well, let me tell you, my reaction right now, I want to thank you for being here. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney will be appearing at Comedy in Harlem on March 4th. Comedy in Harlem on March 4th, and you can pre-order her book, Loud Thoughts for Quiet Moments, right now. Up next, I asked for suggestions for Niecy's birthday gift. Oh my goodness, Phyllis's book. And we got some, I'll read them next. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. Now, earlier in the show, I asked you guys to send me ideas for Niecy's birthday gift. And here are some of your suggestions. First up, why don't you get her a pet alligator? We hear they have them in Brooklyn. All right. Next, get her those big red boots everybody is wearing. Because if anybody can make them look good, it's Niecy. Then, somebody suggested get her a box of goodies from Candy's sex products. Well, Candy responded and she said, ooh, threaten us with a good time? You want us to send her a gift box she won't forget? Yeah, Niecy will definitely like this gift. Last, someone suggested to give her a life-size cutout of me. I like that. Well, Niecy, this is what you're gonna get. So you will always have me around when you need a friend. Happy birthday, I love you, Niecy. We'll be right back. It's Black History Month, and today we're honoring youth activist and writer Marley Dias. At age 11, Marley realized she was reading books she couldn't relate to, so she launched a campaign called #1000BlackGirlBooks. Within a few months, the campaign gained national recognition and received thousands of books for children all over the world. Marley even got shout-outs from former First Lady Michelle Obama and Oprah. Marley is an ambassador for the Read Across America program, and you can catch her studying at Harvard University. We honor you, Marley Dias. We'll be right back. Tomorrow, the fly jock himself, Tom Joyner, will be here. Plus, it's Fitness Friday with Ellen Ecter. Until then, be intentional about having a good time. Bye.
Nice.